approached me back in 2009 or 2010, I guess.
I have to apologize.
Yes. He gets the blame and the thanks. But Rich made a good case, and I really, the one thing I really want to point out is how humbling this position was for me. You know, you work in business, you're successful in business, you're passionate about things like Bruce Springsteen, your family, and certainly your occupation. But until you sit down with a group of 8 other very passionate, brilliant people, and you have the leadership that I found in Peg Dolan, and Paul, and Dana, and everyone else that I worked with over those years, it really was humbling. And I walked in day one thinking I knew it all. I had something to say. I was right. Everyone was wrong. And I am certainly man enough to say that I was wrong. You were right. And I had a lot to learn. And I have to credit, he's not here tonight, Dave Finn, because Dave Finn told me one thing that I kept very close to heart over my time on the board, is that, Mitch, no matter what it is, you vote your conscience. And you do what's right for the greater good, and you do what's right for the kids, which ultimately is all that mattered with every vote that I was involved in. But there were times where I could not help myself and not stick to my core beliefs. But at the end of the day, because of the brilliance of the people I worked with, and many are at this table and many aren't, I have to also credit Julia Walker for sitting down with me very early on in my tenure and being very upfront. Actually, Rich and Dave Finn were at that famous Kentucky bourbon session at her house. There always seemed to be bourbon involved somehow. But no, truly, I learned so much. And I guess the last thing I want to say is this is, many people said that this is thankless, and it's a thankless position. And I couldn't disagree more. I said this the night I left the board. I feel this even more, having 6 months, 7 months away. And I am so thankful for the town of Westfield for giving me this opportunity, for meeting each and every one of you, and in whatever little way possible, being helpful for the 6,600 kids, because at the end of the day we have fantastic teachers, incredible administrators, but it's about our children. And I know personally now that I have a graduate working, getting paid, living on his own, and another one in college and doing extremely well, is that they are so lucky to have gone to school in Westfield, New Jersey. And I feel so fortunate to have been a part of that. And Peg, I have to just, sorry, but really just thank you so much for everything, because you made me a better board member, and you made me a better person, and I thank everybody for that opportunity so much. And I have to point out, the bourbon you did get me